My name is Aliyah Caldwell. I am a swing and the assistant dance captain on the 50th anniversary tour of The Wiz.
Let's get down to it. Hey, I
Cool.
am so excited for this show to be back in town. I saw it the last time it came through Houston, and we Houston audience is going to be more excited to see this again. It is going to be so much fun. And it of course is a great time for people to get back into the land of Oz. I know it's on everybody's
hmm
mind right now. What can Houston audiences expect with this anniversary tour of The Wiz?
They can expect just like fun. Um, I love this show because it kind of like you said, it transcends you into the land of Oz through a different perspective, through the Black perspective, and it's just a party nonstop. There'd be moments where you're cracking up laughing. There's moments where you're like, oh man, and there's just moments of just plain on fun. You're dancing in your seats. It's a fun show.
I love it. And one of the things that I really can appreciate about The Wiz is it really has stood the test of time when it comes to Broadway shows. Like
Yes,
back in the day when you started thinking about like how all black like productions were struggling to find their audiences, shows like The Wiz and Dreamgirls really just like broke ground and
yes.
really showed people, hey, you guys are missing out if you are not getting in these theaters to see these shows. What do you think it is about this show in particular that brings audiences back again and again?
I think our director, Shelley Williams, did a really good job blending the old with the new and trying to reach so many different generations. When we were in the rehearsal process, she was discussing how like she wanted a show to not only think about when she was growing up. She has daughters as well. So to think about their perspective, how they would see things, her mom, and see how her perspective is. And she was telling us that, like, when they did the pre production, when it was on Broadway, it was so cool to see multiple generations of families come and laugh at the same jokes. And maybe the young generation laughs at a different joke, older generation laughs at a different joke. And I think that's the reason why it stood through the test of time and like through this 50th anniversary. I think that is like the main reason that it reaches different generations.
It's got to be really cool for you to know that you are obviously seeing a show that's going to have a lot of younger people coming to it. And this is
hmm
going to be their very first introduction into the whole world of musical theater.
Yeah,
Um, Speak a little bit about that for me and also tell me what was your first introduction to musical theater?
for sure. I also teach around in different cities as well, since being on tour. And it's so cool to see how some of the dancers or some people are like, some young people are very much like, I want to get into it. Like, how do you do it? And it's all about just training and practice and finding out like what fits you, what works for you, what you love. My first introduction to musical theater, I have a lot of mentors that are in the Lion King national tour and the one on Broadway. And I was in fifth grade, like, oh my gosh, that is what I want to do. That is like where I wanted to get into. And I never thought that once I started, training and performing more, that would be my goal. Yeah.
Love that. Now, one of the things that I heard in another interview about the tour was that a lot of the cast members were noticing, like, at stage door, so many people were coming up, and they weren't just like congratulating you guys on what a great time they had during this show, but telling you about like the first time that they got to see this show and their first experiences bringing their kids to this show. Are you finding that's the same thing out at the stage door on tour?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. We just came from Vegas last week, and first off, the fan base for the Wiz in general is insane, and I never thought it was that big until we got to Vegas, and I was like, oh wow, y'all are lined up at the stage door, and just people telling it, like you said, their experiences about the show, when they first saw it, bringing their kids to see it. It's very cool to feel to hear the audience perspective as well too, and it kind of like kind of triggers like what you're gonna do for the show the next night and the next night after that as well too.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, one of the things that I love about theater in general is it is just so transformative, and like
hmm
it's seeing a live show and having, forgetting the rest of the world exists, you're being pulled into this special little universe that's happening live right in front of you is so cool.
Yeah.
So, Wiz is one of those shows. I know the last time I saw it, it just had phenomenal sets and costumes.
Mhm.
What can you tell us about those sets and costumes we're going to see on the 50th anniversary tour?
We're bringing it back. One of my favorite costumes, I don't want to give it away too much, but one of my favorite costumes is when we're doing Emerald City, and that is the first number in the second act. And everyone is dressed in their Emerald City green, and everyone has a very specific outfit. No one's outfit is the same. And it makes you feel like you're actually an individual within the land of Oz. And like, what does that, how does that like make your character choice in the dance? Like, it's like, okay, so I have like one of the I'm just gonna say a little bit though. One of the outfits that one of our ensemble members wears, she wears this huge green hat and a veil that covers her face. And so her movement kind of reacts to the hat and how it moves and stuff. I find that so cool, and like the attention to details is like chef's kiss.
I love that. That's exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing that, girl.
Yeah.
Um, now, obviously being, the assistant dance captain and things like that, you're getting to perform a lot of incredible numbers throughout the show. What is your favorite number to perform and why?
Ooh, that is a great question. Oh, that's a hard question. Probably Emerald City sequence. It's the first, like I said, it's the first number right after intermission, and the curtain comes up, and there's like three parts to it, and each three of the parts has like a different vibe and a different kind of like dance style. And I think that showcases not only like my abilities, but also the rest of the ensemble's abilities as well too, dancing and singing vocally as well too. And I think that one kind of hones into like what we're trying to showcase and what we're bringing forth. And not only that, but also like we're like the step before you meet the Wiz as well too. So it's like, oh my gosh, like Dorothy and all her friends are being immersed into like this us showing like, this is the land of Oz and you're about to meet the wizard. He's about to come. So like that's kind of like the leading steps into it. And that's probably like one of my favorite numbers to perform. Now, it is intense. It's maybe a good like 15 minutes of like just like this. You run off stage, you run back on stage, you run off stage, you run back on stage, and then you do a partner section with this person, and then you run on stage. I gotta take my jacket off, and then I run back on stage and I have to dance with this person. It's just like you're kind of like going like this backstage, but it's so much fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Incredible. I have said it before, I'll say it again. I would pass out if I was you guys. I give you guys props. Y'all are professional athletes up there, just killing it night after night.
It is
Ooh,
no joke, and you have to like I said, I teach as well too, and I tell a lot of like young dancers like it's not just like going to dance class or going to your vocal like classes and thinking that's going to get you where you need to be. You have to do outside training. You have to stretch outside. You have to do workouts outside. You have to like cross train outside, whatever that is for you. And I have to take that into account as well too. Being like, okay, like I know for a fact, like I have to be at this stamina level to withstand the whole 2.5 hour show. So what do I have to do outside of doing the show to make sure that my body, my mind, my spirit is ready to go into the show?
absolutely.
Yeah.
And I would imagine being on tour with everybody, you've basically built this little family unit that you're getting to travel around the country with. Talk to me a
Yeah.
little bit about what it's been like just on the tour itself and the vibe with everybody coming together and bringing the show to life night after night.
It's been so much fun. My favorite part about it is that we have people from different walks of life, different cities, backgrounds, um, and we all just get together and just have a good time. Like we have built a not only a unit when it comes to performing, but like a family unit as well too. We look out for another to make sure we're all right. A lot of people, this is their first tour as well too. So like, making sure they're okay and making sure like, what do I do when this happens? What do I do when that happens? And like, we have a couple of us who've been on tours before, and this is not our first like rodeo going around the country, and like helping them and assisting them and vice versa. They helping us doing certain things and stuff. So I feel like that we have a great group of actors and performers that we just mesh really well together on and
Love
off the
that.
stage. Yeah.
I love that. No, okay,
Yeah.
so in doing one of these interviews a few weeks ago, somebody brought something up, and I don't know why it has never even occurred to me before, but now it's just fascinating to me. So when you guys go on a tour like this, you gotta pack very carefully for like this is like everything I get to bring to live off of. Decide what are the most important things you were putting in your trunk.
Oh, I have right now in my trunk, I have a blender. uh I have like it's kind of like a Walmart and Target in my trunk right now. Like I just like have like a bunch of toiletries that I really, really love. And I just like, oh, I don't have any more soap. And I go in my trunk and grab soap. Um, Clothes, shoes, coats. I have wigs. I'm
Hey,
trying to
you
think of what
never
else is in my
know.
trunk. You never know. Sometimes you have to pop one on and just like, where are we going tonight? Oh, and we have an opening night party this night. Oh, let me do that. Shoes. I just kind of like I told myself because I've done another tour before this one, and I told myself like, this tour is going to be different. I don't need to pack everything. I don't need to bring my whole life with me. Like I'm just going to bring two suitcases and have my trunk, and those two suitcases turn into three suitcases somehow, some way. But that's life.
You gotta be prepared for anything. It's all right. It's all right.
Anything, anything, anything.
Oh man. Yeah, sorry. That just threw me for a loop. And I was like, why did I not think of what that would be like? Like having to pack for
Yeah,
like months and months of like I agonize over we're going away for the weekend. What am I bringing?
yeah.
I'm bringing everything.
It's so
Going
funny
nowhere.
because sometimes when different Uber drivers or Lyft drivers pick us up, they're like, "Ooh, you got a lot of things in here." I was like, "Yeah, I live on the road. I live on the road. This is my whole life right here."
Oh my gosh. Well, I
Yeah,
love that. I mean, you guys are travel pros at this point for sure.
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Oh my goodness. Well, I know we are excited to see you guys in Houston. What are you hoping that Houston audiences take away from the show?
I hope that they take away that this, like you said in the beginning, this show is everlasting, and just to keep it to them and like to share it with one another. Uh, this it's just it's so magical that I think that's the great word to put it as. It's a very, very magical show. Um, just thinking about believing in yourself. Dorothy sing excuse me Glenda sings "Believe in Yourself," and just like like having the courage and the strength to do things. Like each character has something that they're lacking, but at the end of the show, they already had what they were looking for in the beginning of the show when you first meet them, through like different trials that they go through throughout the show. And I feel like each character in the show finds something that they were lacking, and I feel like it resonates towards the audience members as well too, like trying to find courage, trying to find the place to love someone and show affection, trying to like you don't have a brain, but you have been smart all along, you've been making smart decisions all along, so just trusting in your instincts, trusting in yourself. I think that's a big takeaway that audience members can grab from it, with also singing and dancing and having fun and laughing and kikiing and joking around. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love it. Well, thank you so, so much for your time today. I really, really
Thank you.
appreciate you. Thank you guys for watching. You need to come on down, travel to Oz, come see The Wiz. It is going to be in
Mm.
town April 29th through May 4th at the Hobby Center. You can get your tickets at Broadway at thehobbycenter.com. Come and have a great time, be transported, and have
Yeah,
your mind blown. Bring the family. It's going to be a great time. Again,
absolutely.
thank you so, so much. And we really, really look forward to seeing you in Houston.
Yay, thank you.
Thank you. You have a great day. All right.
You too.
Bye bye.